Yes. Okay. Now explain what's going on here.
So over the past 20 years,
Yes.
right?
Arsenian.
Arsenian, yeah, right. So if we talk about this program that the U.S. has, in general, what the U.S. does is attract talent because the U.S. is a more appealing country, right, than other countries. So you'll attract countries' best talent. You'll bring it over.
Why do you think I'm here?
Exactly, right? You're talented.
The best talent South Africa has to offer.
All right,
just
you're
kidding.
showing your connections.
I'm just
now.
kidding.
Yeah.
No, but seriously,
it's the CIA. No, you wouldn't be here if you're in the CIA.
It's true. Like the whole point of me wanting to move to America is because it's better.
Yeah.
No joke. Like it is. It's
of course.
better than South Africa. It's better than China. I mean, the lifestyle, the way of living, what's available. It's
a
just
better place to be.
Better for me anyway.
Sure. Now,
yeah, I guess if you're a sadomasochist, you'd love to stay in the developing world if you had that choice. But that's why
you want shit bins.
That's why you get lump myself into that, who work incredibly hard to make it to the developed world.
Yeah, you're from a developing country.
Yeah, I'm from Africa. Okay, all right. To get to places like the UK or America or Australia or Canada, you get people who work their asses off. If you're born in these countries, you're just a privileged person born with a silver spoon in your mouth. You really are. You just don't realize it.
Sure.
But people that work really hard. So next time you see an immigrant family in your neighborhood, don't be like, these damn immigrants. They've worked super hard to get there.
I agree.
All right. So that's what makes America good, like you say, is that people want to move here.
Yeah.
So people who have the drive and the talent and the ability to work incredibly hard, make it here.
Yes.
Or people that are really good at jumping over walls anyway.
Yeah.
At least that's what you'd think if you listen to the news.
Sliding down snakes.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Anyway, the fact of the matter is...
That's a Shaban Ho joke.
Yeah, it is
a
Shaban Ho joke. The fact of the matter is, you're right. So scientists and so on, they come to America because it's better than being in Soviet Russia, for instance.
Correct.
And then what do they do?
When that existed.
Yeah, so what do they do here once they escape the communists from the Iron Curtain or whatever the case? In my case, it'd be like the Boerewors curtain or whatever. You get past there, the bamboo curtain. You get here, you're like, yeah, I'm in the land of the free. What do you do?
Well, let me tell you what happens.
But what do you do? You're here. You're like, what I'm going to do? Like what? I'm going to eat a hamburger. No, what do you do?
You work.
Yes, you work.
Yeah,
and you work hard.
I appreciate your aside, but I was literally in the middle of trying to say what happened.
Yeah, but we have to set it up, right?
Right, but now you're asking me weird questions.
It's not. What do you do? You work hard, right?
Right.
And
so
you
back on track here.
But before anyone continues, if you want to know how difficult it is to stay in America when it comes to immigration, it's tough. You need to prove that you're worthy of being here. So you have to work hard. You have to make a name for yourself. You have to contribute.
Yes.
And if you don't contribute, then you're out of here, basically. So that's what you're saying is people come here, scientists and so on, and they contribute greatly. They bring talent. They bring talent. They bring ideas.
In fact, one of the heads of the program said that Chinese talent was incredibly important to a lot of these programs.
Yeah, very smart people.
However,
over
the past 20 years, at least 154 Chinese scientists who worked on U.S. government projects, the federal projects, right? In the foremost national security office, right?
Yeah.
Turned out to have been poached back into China by the Chinese government with grants up to $1 million for some of these people.
Yeah.
And it was his systematic effort of the Thousand Talents program going to find people that have already worked on these very sensitive projects and said, now it's time to come home and bring them back.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And that's a huge, huge issue because it flies in the face of, it's good enough for them here, so they're going to stay here. That changed because now the packages are so appealing to make them come back with that information that China's offering outlandish, lavish packages to these people to come home. Set them up and protect them and everything.
Yeah, it's not even coming home. They have
home, I should say.
No, you can say that, but it's not even that. They have a saying in China that these guys that are very anti-America, they're make a career hating America, but live in America. Because they make their money by hating America, or they make their money by talking shit about America, but then they actually live there because they actually prefer living there.
Yeah.
So you'll get the most vocal critics of America, their families and their houses, and it's all in America. Yep. There's that kind of thing. So what happens is this Thousand Talents program doesn't only go after Chinese people, by the way.
No.
It goes after everyone.
No. There are Americans implicated in this.
They use LinkedIn specifically. And so let's say they're looking for, I don't know, some technology for a submarine they're developing, and they're looking for a sonar system or something. They will go onto people's LinkedIn and search for electrical engineers, sonar engineers, people that work on submarines. Because, people normally list all that, the companies they work for, and they're an engineer and this and that, and then they will actually start talking to them. Oh, we've got a business opportunity for you, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you work for Raytheon. Great. How about we have a little meeting here? It's like, you know what? We're going to give you $1 million in your own research facility in China.
And we'll protect you.
And we'll protect. All you need to do is, share some of the advancements that you've helped make anyway.
We know people that were approached, actually.
Yeah, we do. So that's
many
how
of the
works.
scientists that were lured back into China, this is what they were actually poached for. Deep Earth penetrating warheads, hypersonic missiles, quiet submarines, and drones.
There we go.
And
all
again,
war stuff.
There were non-Chinese Americans implicated in some of these, the people that got caught. And it's just because China is offering this sheer amount of money China is offering to get this information. And why would China have such a different trajectory in their ambitions? Well, it's not like 20 years ago when this started, right? There was a bit of partnership, and China wasn't treated like a suspicious entity, right? Because China was doing its own thing. It was kind of liberalizing in many ways. And now China's ambitions have been to close off like North Korea and use all the technology that's stolen for military ambitions.
Correct.
So it's a very bad situation we're in. And there was a quote, I believe, I can't remember who it was, but it said that we're utterly unprepared for dealing with China in its current state, with their current ambitions, and we have to regroup.
I do believe that the Western world, and America in particular, has been very unprepared and has basically just not seen what's been happening in its backyard for the longest time. And
it's changing now.
It is, finally, but it's all this Confucius Institute shit. It's all these United Front shit. It's everything to do with the language barrier that prevents people from seeing what's going on. But there's been a lot of crap going on, undermining American society and so on at the behest of the Chinese Communist Party. And it's about time people paid attention to it. Hopefully our show helps shine the light on some of this stuff so that people can see what's going on.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? The CCP is a nasty, nasty, crafty government,
Yeah.